Hello, this is Lolly. I am so excited to be back today. I have a part 2 for my May Kraft-tex Ambassador design team project. Now, what I did already was I did a tutorial on how to make Kraft-tex tassels. So I will give you a link underneath this video in the video description box on how to do that. So now I want to make this bookmark that I am attaching the tassel to. So what I did was I cut out the emerald green Kraft-tex and the linen Kraft-tex using these fishtail banners from Diamond Dies, and that's what they're called, fishtail banners. So I used the 2 largest ones, and then I'm going to affix this with Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix. I want to get a good coating on it. You can also do the iron-on method, like by using something like heat and bond, something like that. I'm mostly interested to make sure I get all the way to the edges here. Okay, now what I did, I'm going to bring my project back into frame so you can see it again. Let me get that off of there. So what I'm using for this is what's called freestyle diamond dots. For those of you who've done diamond painting, you know how you always have leftover diamonds, right? Or drills. And those are good to keep. And I keep mine too. I keep all my leftover diamonds. And this is a project small enough that you can use your leftover diamonds for that. So don't fret if you don't have this freestyle, because when they announced and showed these at Creativation, they said they would only be at Joann Fabric, at least in the beginning. So what they are is the regular ones are $1.99. The sparkly ones are, I think, $2.99. They're huge. They have a whole bunch in there. They are numbered and they match the numbers that they use in their kits. For Leisure Arts is the company that sells them. But now that Joann is closed with the pandemic, you can order online, but you have to order 4 bottles of each color. So I am waiting to get more colors until the store opens up again. And I don't know right now whether Leisure Arts is going to sell them through any other venue. Sometimes they will open up a new product in one location or one venue at first for the first 2 or 3 months, and then they will spread it out. So I don't know if anyone else is going to carry these. I know that I cannot get them in my shop at the moment, so just letting you know that. The larger of these 2 holes here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put an eyelet in there. I did my first one in gold. I'm going to do this one in silver. And this should be set to, let's see, right now it's on C3. It's on C3, I'm setting it to A1. So we'll have 1 silver and 1 gold. Now, in order to get these stuck to this, the glue that they recommend is what's called Dots Stick. And this is, again, brand new for the company. They brought it out just for these diamonds here, so you can put them on anything. If I could draw my pattern out here, I could glue just the pattern, but since I'm being random about it, I'm just going to glue the entire surface here, just the linen part. I'm not going to glue the emerald part. And as soon as, you know, it's white, as soon as it is clear, it will be tacky, and you can go ahead and start putting your diamonds on it. And what I do for the remainder, because obviously this part here didn't get any diamonds on it or drills, so what am I going to do with it? It's still being sticky, and that's that I just seal it. Now, you could use whatever, you could use different glues, you can use rhinestones, because like I said, I know it's right now it's hard to get these freestyle ones. You can use diamonds, you can use your leftover diamonds from your own diamond painting projects. But I like, I think the rhinestone idea would be really cute. We need to let this dry until it's clear. Okay, so this is all tacky, it's clear, it doesn't take that long. I mean, within an hour it is completely ready to be worked on. So I have my tray, have my tool, which I got from an Etsy seller, and I'm going to use silver this time. And I'm going to have to zoom in so you can see. Okay, even more. Alrighty. So I just pick one of these up, and I'm going to choose the center of my flower, just anywhere. So plop it down, and then I'm going to put 2 on either side of it, like in a straight line, sort of. Okay, let's see if we can even get closer. All right, now I'm going to fill 2 on that side of the center and 2 on that side. There we go, and we have a center right there. So then all we have to do is the same thing at random places throughout this. Now I've got to come out so you can see where I'm going on this. And some on mine, I like to have some of them go off the edge like these, but then you just kind of have to figure out how to do the rest of the flower at that point. Okay, so those are done. Now I'm going to switch colors, and I have these which are pretty close in color, 8074, 8073, 8070. And I'm going to start with the darkest one. And I realize this is off camera, but you don't really need to see my tray. Back in here really closely. And all I'm going to do with this one is go in between every one of the silver ones here. It's not a complete coverage, just one in between every one. Okay, you can see what that looks like. We're going to go around and do the rest of them. All right, so those are all done. I'm going to go to the medium color next. Alrighty, let's zoom in again so you can see the first one. I'm going to go in between every one of the dark burgundy here. And then once I've done that, I'm also going to add 2 pinks around the dark ones here. So I have the dark one here. I have a light and a light. I'm going to put lights right in between right there. Or mediums, I should say. Okay, so one there. And it's not a smooth circle. It sticks out. Can you see that? And now I'm going to go to this dark one and put 1 on each side of that. I kind of have to turn this around sometimes. I have a dark one here. I'm going to put mediums on both sides of that. I have a dark one here. I'm going to put medium ones on either side of that. Okay, now I will do, now I will do the rest of those off camera. I will go right now to the light colored one and show you how to fix that one. All right, we're going to take the light one. You see there's a little notch here formed by the 3 medium ones. I'm going to take a light one and go right inside there. I'm making a petal now. I went right inside there. Now I'm going to go to either side, left and right. And I'm going to go in the center of that little V I created again. And then I'm going to go left and right again. Left and right, and one more in the center. So I do the center, left, right, center, left, right, center. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. I have a little notch right here created by 3 of the mediums. I'm going to go center, left, right, left, right, go center again, left, right again, and center again. Okay, now we have one flower completed. I'm going to zoom out a little here. Okay, that is one completed. So I'm going to go through with the mediums and the lights and complete these, but we just kind of have to play around with the ones that are on the end, and remember that they're not going to follow the rules completely. So I am going through and finish this off camera. Okay, so those are all done, and I'm going to zoom back in. You will notice that these two I got pretty close together, so the light pink petals overlapped one another. Totally fine. You just have to kind of go with whatever randomness, which flowers would be that way anyway. Now for the leaves, I have 8227 and 8226, and I'm going to start with the dark color. And this, again, this is really random. So I'm just going to start with this and come off of one of the flowers between the pink petals. And this is freeform, and the leaves would not be consistent anyway in any flower. And I'm just kind of curving the line around like that. Make it as long as you want. You can have some come off the bottom here if you want. You can do one leaf or two leaf on each flower. That's, again, it's up to you. I think I need something here to fill in this spot. That's what I do, is I look at the balance and I decide that I need something to fill this in. I will put some leaves in there. Okay, now that this is complete, I'm going to pull it out so you can see. Okay, now that I've got that, I'm looking at the balance here, and it looks good enough for me. If I see that I want something here, maybe I need something to fill it in, I could bring a leaf coming off the side without a flower, or I could just do part of a flower sticking out. So let's just give it one of these petals here. I'm just going to put two side by side. Actually three. I'll do three side by side. Whoops. And then two in the middle. It's just a tiny piece of a petal sticking out there. Looks like the edge of a flower. And then I can come around here and bring in another leaf. There we go. And that totally brings that in balance. Okay, now I'm going to go to the lighter green. Now I'm looking at these dark green here as the vein down the center of the leaf. So I'm just going to go on either side of it and fill in a couple of the lighter green, but I'm never going to go to the very end of the dark green here. So in other words, my light green alongside the dark green is not going to be as long. So usually it's just one, two, or three of these on either side. Okay, so we've got all of those done. Now, the thing about doing these free-form leaves, because I take the dark green and I curve it around, I'm no longer on an exact grid anymore in my mind, whereas all the flowers were kind of in a grid. So you'll find that sometimes you can't squeeze in another diamond in there, and it works just fine anyway. So very lovely. What I like to do is let this set for about 12 hours or so, just in my mind, to make sure the adhesive is really in there. But before you do that, one of the things you can do is take wax paper or cellophane, lay it over here, and take a rolling pin to it and really push all those diamonds down to make sure they're nice and flat. Then you can let it set. If you like to seal your diamonds when you are done, you can use Tombow Mono Aqua adhesive, which mine is upstairs right now. My daughter's using it. So I seal the diamonds and let that dry until it's completely dry. And you will know, of course, you still have this sticky right here in the middle. Here's what I'm doing is I'm coating it with Duraclear Ultra Matte polyurethane, just in between all the flowers with a small brush, one coat, and you cannot tell that it has been coated. It just looks like a soft leather, and it's no longer shiny and sticky. So that's all I do for that. I hope you enjoyed that. And when it's completely done, I can put the silver and green tassel on it. So I have one silver and one gold accent. And I like them both. I think it's hard to choose, but I really do love the sparkly gold and silver centers. So thank you for watching. Look at the links down below this video.